Hi guys, I have updated my phone Samsung Galaxy Note 9 to One UI 2.0, and I thought of sharing some of the improvements which I found in the phone with the updated build. So I got this update yesterday evening, and I have updated my phone accordingly. So this is about 1.9 GB or about 1900 MB file, which has the security patch of 1st of December. And of course, this One UI 2.0 has Samsung 10, which it brings to the table. Now there are a lot of improvements, and actually there is a laundry list of things which they have made changes into. I'll not go into each and every one in detail, but I'll just help you with the glance of what are those improvements. The first one is the dark mode, which they used to call as night mode. And next one is there are some changes in the apps and icons, smoother animations, full screen gestures is something which is really helpful for me, and it probably brings my phone at par with some of the phones which are using stock Android, which has Android 10. They have refined interactions. One hand mode usability has also improved, in my opinion. We'll talk about it. There are some additional features in terms of accessibility for certain people, and now we have better text readability over wallpaper. The device care app has actually improved a lot, and it gives a lot more detailed information than it used to give in One UI. And digital well-being is another area which they have added. This was not there in Samsung's previous updates, but now they have caught up with other devices, and in my opinion, this is really helpful. And in fact, they have gone ahead and added some of the features like focus mode, which we'll talk about. In camera, they have made some modifications which are more of friendly to use when you're going through the app than it was before. So they have also made some changes to the internet options. The Samsung contacts, now you can recover some of the deleted contacts within 15 days, which was not there before. Also made some changes in the calendar, reminder options, my files, calculator, connected car. Now the Android Auto is preloaded in this phone. Of course, you need to have the same software in your car to make it compatible with the phone, which can help you a lot when you are driving and you don't want to be disturbed by the phone. Then there are some tricks and links to connect to the Windows. Basically, you can use your Outlook account to connect to your Windows laptop and use a lot of features of the phone itself. Then you have link sharing, Samsung tags, and media and devices, etc. So there are a lot of changes which are there with this build, which is One UI 2.0. Let us go to settings and see in detail what all are the high level changes that we see. So there is no change in the connections, there is no change in sound vibration, there is no change in notification. If you go to display, you will find dark mode here, which is basically the night mode earlier. And if you click here, you will see that the screen has gone darker, and it is lot more usable at night. So the amount of stress that you will find on your eyes is a lot less here. And let's go back to the let's get out of the dark mode now. If you go to screen mode, there's an adaptive display. There's little change in the uh, in the interactions here. You can differentiate between various display modes. You can also see the white balance, cooler white balance, and the on the warm side, I had kept it at the medium one, which is basically the average of both the cool and the warm. Let's go back again. So the font size and style, they remain the same. Screen zoom same. Screen resolution same. Full screen apps no change. Home screen. So again, there's nothing much which has frankly changed here. Uh, Edge screen. So easy mode, there's no change again. Edge screen. Now this has changed a lot. If you go here in the edge lightning portion, you will see lot more effects which you can choose. For example, here as you can see, you have hearts, There, whenever the notification comes, you will see hearts. You have fireworks, you have Eclipse. And this is more of a gimmicky feature. I don't think I will use it too much. But yeah, I mean, for certain applications, I think this is more of a show off. And for certain applications, you can use that to show it off that you have a Samsung phone, and which is pricey and all whatnot. So, but other than that, I am not sure if lot of people will use that. So this is here you can also choose lot of you have other choices, like in the app colors you can choose which app will give you what color of the notifications. So in these effects, once a particular app gives you a notification based on the color, those effects will come out. And then you will also, and these are the same features like in case of transparency, width or duration, you can change the lightning effect. So yeah, I mean, I think a lot of people have already talked about it. This is the same as you will see in Note 10 or S10, etc. So this is edge screen. Some people will like it, I'm sure. I'll go to navigation bar. So this is the change here, and I liked it a lot. This has now full screen gestures, which is available with the stock Android 10s. Earlier, Samsung was giving this feature of swipe from the bottom, where the left one will talk about the multi windows, the center one will be of the home, and the right one will be of the back button. But now we get what Android 10 offers, which is the swipe from side and bottom. Basically, this is like if you swipe from the bottom up, you will go to home. If you hold on to it, you will get multiple windows. And if you swipe from the sides, you will go to the previous window. Uh, this this also has some of the other options like allow back gestures on keyboard. So this is helpful when you are using the keyboard. This also gives option of gesture hints. If I choose not to have this option, then this gesture hint which you are seeing at the center of the screen, this goes off. Now again it is back. Since I have this Note 9 with S Pen, so I also get the option of blocking gesture with S Pen. So basically, when you're writing something, this will ensure that S Pen doesn't trigger these full screen gestures. So in my opinion, after using this phone for like 12 hours, really, really helpful. And it has improved the amount of time which I have to spend to switch between the applications. Now, wallpapers is another area which has where you will see the change. So as you can see, I'm using the stock wallpapers. So now I have this option of wallpaper services where I can choose dynamic lock screen. So basically, this will give me a lot of options in deciding between the categories of wallpapers, and I can decide which one I want. So I have basically chosen the landscape right now, and this will be auto updated once in like 15 days. And you also choose option of choosing whether you can download the wallpapers using mobile data. Right. So I have currently not opted for this. Just to give you an update of what this wallpaper services is about. Right. Now going to the theme. So nothing changed much here. Just the fact that it will only allow you to go there once you click on the uh, once you have the network, and once you get the network, you will automatically be able to go through the themes. So I'm again using the full screen gestures to go back. Lock screen. So I don't think nothing has anything has changed much here actually. But minor changes here and there. So for example, if I go to always on display and click it on, uh, if I go to the style, so there are certain changes which I feel have come up. For example, this this always on display which was there on the right and left side option, now I see it more towards the center and not on the edge. Earlier it was on the edge panel, now it is not there, so it is much more readable. and I believe that font size is also improved a little bit. And now it quickly gives you the option of more clock styles, as well as, of course, when you can go to the network and connect there and download more of these fonts. So little bit changes here and there, nothing much which I could find which has changed drastically. So I'll go back to nothing changes on biometric and security, privacy, location, account backup, Google setting, everything remains the same. Let's go to the advanced setting here. So no change on S Pen, but there is definitely a change in the way uh, the air command menu comes up. Now, if you click here, you will see that this is coming out from bottom to top, and not like in the circular fashion, but in the vertical fashion. This is more like the Note 10 feature, which was not there earlier. So definitely a good sign for Note 9 owners that they are not now getting features which are more in sync with the Note 10. Bixby, no change, same thing. I have kind of, I'm using the Bixby button for the WhatsApp application. So little, I don't think there is any much change here. So yeah, but except this one hand mode, we talked about this. So this is more like a gesture now. This is a center home button. If you swipe down from the center home button, you will go to the one hand mode. This is really handy. Before that, you have to so you have to swipe up diagonally from either of the corners. So this one is pretty handy here. Yeah, that's it from the advanced features. Now, other important feature is the digital well-being and parental control. So, I think this is super duper helpful. Actually, so I've used this phone in the last 50 minutes. You can see that I'm using more of settings because I've been trying to fidget with the current updates and all. So this will give you which all applications are you using, and how many times you have got the notification, how many unlocks you have done, etc. You can also put the app timer where you can define how much time you can give to each application. So there are certain applications though for which you cannot give the time, like Google Play Store, phone, etc. So this will really help you in cutting down your time which you spend or on a particular application throughout the day. Next is the focus mode, which I believe is pretty good. So you can actually name some of the focus modes like work time, where you can choose which all are the applications which you want to use during this focus mode. Let's say I use Samsung Alexa, and once I have started this focus mode, I will not be able to use any other application. So if I go to, so if you see this, it is not allowing me to use any of the applications while I am in the focus mode, except the phone application, which I cannot turn off because this is an important one. So I'll again go to the focus mode. I'll end the focus mode here quickly. Yeah, so going back to the settings. So yeah, I talked about the focus mode, work time, me time. I can add some of the focus modes I can name on my own. Yeah, so next important feature is the wind down. So I I really like this feature yesterday because it helps me uh, getting myself ready for the sleep. Some of us are really addicted to some of the applications or games. Now, this turns on the grayscale as well as block the notifications, right? So if I turn it on, as you can see, the color of the phone has gone away, and I'm only using grayscale. So this is really helpful when I also turn on the night mode along with this. So if let's say, let's go to the, sorry, the dark mode again, using night mode. So I am in the dark mode now. Now if you see that there are literally no colors, and I don't see a lot of light coming off the screen. So really helpful, and do not disturb is also on. So I'm turning off the dark mode. uh, Yeah, let's go there. I'll switch on the wind down. No, now this feature of grayscale was there in is there in the OnePlus phones where they call it as reading mode. Again, really helpful when your eyes are stressed out and you don't really want to interact with the phone, but you have no other option because you are you know had to do it because of your work and other things. So this is important. Again, going back to the settings, so wind down we talked about, pretty good. Now we have parental controls. So here you have a lot of options where I have switched off the internet right now because I didn't want to receive any WhatsApp or any other calls here. So you will get a lot of options to restrict the usage of your phone from when your kids are using it, and you can also restrict some of the applications, etc. They can actually uh, use their own Google account or YouTube account with this parental control. So really helpful, as well as you will get some privacy for your own accounts. So we talked about this digital well-being. Now the next one is the device care. Again, so as you can see, this is the updated menu, so to say. It gives me various features of battery, storage, memory, security. It was there last in the previous build also, but it has improved on this one. As you can see, the battery usage and other areas. So these are more graphical and more intuitive in nature, and I think I can get more stats from this device care application than I could get from the previous one. Apart from this, things like apps, I don't think anything has changed here. General management, I don't think anything has changed here. Accessibility, like I said, that there has been some additions here, and I believe that you guys, some of us who may be having some difficulty in going to the phone, it may be helpful for them. Right, so I think that's all with it. I'll quickly go to the about phones. As you can see, the software information is One UI 2.0, the Android version is 10, etc. So yeah, I mean, for now, this has been pretty helpful for me, pretty good. See, these are the animations which I was talking about, right? So pretty different from what it was in the Note 9 with One UI 1.0. I don't think they call it 1.0, but I'm just to differentiate, I'm calling it 1.0. So yeah, thank you for watching this video, and uh, take care. Bye bye.